Hey everybody, I am Dad Hippie, and welcome to another episode. Today we're going to be doing one of our first supercharged battles for a while. Um, I had to scratch one project because it was too difficult to find any cohesive data on any of the characters from any of the older public games, seeing as, depending on how you play it, all their stats change, so no one had any actual data on any of the characters. So there's not going to be any Star Wars Supercharged Battle, but I did get one for anime. I was able to compile cohesive data on Kirito and Edward Elric's combat styles and their preferred fighting styles based on the animes, the mangas, and the light novels that both are based off of. Here we go. Starting with Kirito. By the time he ends the SAO crisis, he's age 16. He is roughly 5'6" in the anime and 132 pounds, well muscled due to his kendo background and the fact that in the manga he knew judo, which he continued throughout his entire high school career efficiently. He was a gamer, a virtual reality gamer on a whole new level, leaving other beta testers and even certain hackers behind in the dust. He even actually fought and killed a hacker in SAO in the light novel because he was cheating the system and increasing his own power, uh, well, cheatingly. Well, and for his age, he is extremely smart and a lot stronger than the vast majority of children his age. Again, he knows kendo and judo, even though he quit kendo roughly in the anime about 5 years before the SAO crisis even started. He is still extremely strong and fit and in great shape, which is something I envy very much because I am in terrible shape. Um, in the game, he has a pair of swords known as the Elucidator, which is the strongest one-handed sword in the entire game. Its stats um, has he has higher stats requirements than some of the two-handed weapons in the game. Some of the upper tier two-handed weapons in the game, being a mystical rank SS weapon when he first finds it, and then having the blacksmith Lisbeth upgraded to a rank SSS magical artifact, therefore making it the most dominant weapon in the entire game of Sword Art Online. He complements this with a sword almost as powerful, the Dark Ray Pulsar, which was made by Lisbeth using an ore that they had to find on floor 55. Um, this weapon started out as a rank S magical artifact, which then Kirito had Lisbeth upgrade to a rank SS. So it is not quite as durable nor as strong as the Elucidator, but he uses them both in tangent with his high speed and combat reflexes to devastate even the strongest of opponents. Now moving on to Edward Elric. Again, roughly through looking at certain points in the manga and anime, I have determined Edward Elric to be around 16, pretty close to the end of the anime. He is a very skilled alchemist, and he can transmute stone and metal at will with relative ease and no transmutation circle. Due to the fact that he did human transmutation and saw the truth, he no longer requires the transmutation circle. Yada yada yada. That's all explained in the first fucking episode. Um, Now, with this, he has his automail arm and leg made by Winry and Pineco Rockbell. His automail has undergone several changes and upgrades throughout the entire manga series, everything, either being carbon covered to protect him from the shadow attacks of Pride, or getting the more lightweight northern style that he needs to be in the Brig Mountains. Roughly around the end of the series, he is about 5'11", being roughly 4 inches taller than Winry and an inch and a half shorter than Alphonse. In the manga, he ends up becoming equal size to Alphonse, being 6 foot and 5. Not 5 inches, but half an inch. Same thing, I think. I don't know. Let's see. He's taught by the master level alchemist Azumi Curtis in several forms of martial arts, including the very rare and unique alchemist style martial arts, where essentially you turn the human body into a transmutation circle and use your own inner energies to empower your body beyond the levels of human possibility. Edward was never as adept in this form of martial arts as Alphonse was, but that's speculated because Alphonse is not technically human anymore in the anime. So, upon this, both are capable martial artists in their own respects. Kirito being better with the sword, obviously, um, but still able to hold his own without one. Edward being better without any weapons, but also being able to hold his own with a weapon by using a spear that he crafts several times throughout the manga and anime. He is shown to have created a sword once in the manga. I'm not sure if he ever did so in the anime, being that there are two animes. I don't know. Um, Now, their fighting styles differ. Ed tends to beat his opponents senseless until they can no longer fight without ever killing a single one of them. Kirito attempts to do this because he's in a game where that if they die in the game, they die in real life, but he is forced to kill players on several occasions, one of which being a raid on the Laughing Coffin stronghold, where he is forced to kill three or four of the Laughing Coffin members. It's undetermined on the actual number of which he killed of the members of Sleeping Coffin, seeing as it varies between the light novel, the manga, and the anime. All say that he killed a different number. So, three or four, because there was no coherent data upon that point. But they are both able to easily outsmart, outmaneuver, and sometimes outpower more experienced fighters in their own fields. So, in this context, my personal opinion is going to be swayed more along the lines of Kirito, because while Edward can transmute stone and metal, Kirito's weapons are made of digital information. Yeah, they're binary little bits. He's in a video game. If these were ever to fight, it would have to be in the world of SAO, giving Edward all of his abilities due to the cardinal system that he has in real life. So he wouldn't be able to transmute any of Kirito's equipment at all, though he would still be able to transmute the earth around him on Aincrad due to the fact that while being in game, he has to be able to manipulate something due to his physical features, as said and done in the light novel, which is why Kirito was so powerful as compared to everybody else, because he had taken Kendo and Judo and several other things that strengthened his physical being beyond that of his own age. So my personal opinion, Kirito would win simply because he's faster, he's stronger, and Edward wouldn't be able to transmute his swords. But if you disagree with me, go ahead and leave your own personal opinion in the comment section below. If I did leave anything out upon either of their abilities, tell me, because I did thoroughly research this and I would be extremely disappointed in myself. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to be signing off until the next video, and I'm probably going to food, maybe. I don't know. Later.